Hello guys, welcome back and thank you so much for watching. Excuse my slightly damp hair. You know when you've had it in a bun all morning and you think to yourself, surely this must be dry, and then you take it out and it's still damp despite the odds, so it's a half wet hair, so apologies for that. But welcome back and thank you so much for watching. Today I thought that I would talk through some new pieces in my wardrobe that I've sort of accumulated over the past few weeks. I've got quite a bit of new stuff at the moment. I think it's just, again, the change in the season that has made me feel a bit more inspired, and I could just seeing lots of things that I like online and lots of things that I'm excited to share. So this, for all intents and purposes, is a haul of things. Some things are over the past month, but mostly within the past month. Some things have been sent to me and I'll make it clear which ones have as we go through. But yeah, I'm just going to delve straight in. I'm going to start with two t-shirts first. So I've been wearing this green cardigan from Arket, and loads of you commented on a YouTube video saying you really suit green, green is so your colour, and I listened. And since then I have been on a rampage for the colour green. If anyone knows where the perfect forest green knit or sweatshirt lives, let me know so that I can go and find it and purchase it, because that's what I'm missing, that's what I can't find. When I say forest green, I mean this kind of a green. So I've had success in the world of green t-shirts. The first one I got, which is, I want you all to make a mental note of this shade of green. If you know where a knit is in this colour, come to me and tell me. This one is from AS Colour, which is a New Zealand brand. They have a shop in Shoreditch. This white t-shirt I've got right now is actually from them as well. They just do really great basics, and I keep in loads of different colours. And I got this white one because loads of my white t-shirts just felt really gross, like yellow under the armpits and things. And so I went out and bought this, and then saw how many different colours they have, and they kind of remind me of what American Apparel used to be. I don't know if you guys remember American Apparel, but they used to just do loads of sweatshirts, loads of t-shirts, and AS Colour is like that. They don't do a sweatshirt in this green, otherwise I would already have got that. But yeah, I picked up this t-shirt. I've been getting their t-shirts in a medium, which is also what this white one is in, and they're just really great. I really recommend them and love this colour. And then in a slightly more lime green, is that lime green? Well, a very different shade of green. This one, excuse my phone vibrating there, this one is from Arket. Now this is like in the same family, as it were, as the cardigan. I'll show you and link the cardigan as well in the cutaways so that you know what I'm actually referring to here. But in, I don't know, I think in sort of the solid colour as opposed to having the texture of knit running through it, I was kind of like, this is a lot of colour. However, I wore it the other day, and needless to say, it did suit. You are all right. Green is my colour, and I feel like this has opened my eyes to a whole new world. So even though on the just looking at it, I'm like, that's a lot of colour for someone who never wears colour. When it's on, I'm like, hello, this makes a lot of sense to me. This one I also got in a medium. I also have this in white. This is the same t-shirt from Arket. They do it in loads of different colours, and they're really great. They wash really well, these Arket t-shirts. I can really vouch for them in the long term. So yes, this is my injection of colour, of the colour green, into my wardrobe. Long may it continue, and it will continue. Like I said, knitwear in particular. Who knows where this could lead me into the world of colour? Who bloody knows? Let's stick to Arket because this is right in front of me. Really good jumper. Oh sorry, the t-shirt was sent to me from Arket, as was this jumper. What I liked about this was the colour, but also the neckline was a little bit different. I am a big fan of a crew neck, but I just at the moment feel the urge to branch out. I think I've said this so many times in recent videos, and it's probably a whole video in itself actually, sort of talking about the development of style and the phases you go through with your personal style. But as a brief overview, over the past year I feel like I've really honed in on what I like and really begun to understand what I like, what suits me, what my style really is. And I took it so far, that process, that over the past few months especially, I mean what this year has been in terms of the time we spent in lockdown, the lack of travel, just the difference in routine will definitely have impacted this as well. But then I almost narrowed it down so much that I just found that I was wearing the same things day in, day out. Variation of a theme over and over again. which was great in terms of understanding what my own style was, but I definitely got to a stage, especially because it's my job to be showing you guys outfits, and I hate the word influencer, but influencing you in some way, or inspiring you is probably a better term. I wasn't inspiring myself, so never mind anyone else, because it just got so samey. And so now I feel like I'm hopefully coming out the other end of it with now being able to really understand more what I like, more what I envision my style to continue to be. Because part of that honing down on it, just realised how I really like classic, very masculine, very simple looks. But then, like I said, I just did the same thing too much, that I drove myself mental and just felt so bored of my own wardrobe, my own personal style. Whereas now I feel like I'm coming slightly out the other end of it and into the colour green, and also into small details like new necklines. The more I'm talking about this, the more I realise I will have to do a video on this on itself, about the details of kind of this realisation about my own style that I went through. But it was small things like realising I just loved crew necks. Even throughout the end of last winter, started hating turtlenecks. It would, like, a specific detail like that was something that was really standing out for me. And that's the kind of thing I feel like I can move away from, while keeping certain other aspects true to myself, so that I know I'm still buying pieces that I will love and wear, while that was long and hopefully not too dull. So basically, using this piece as an example, the neckline is slightly different to what I would normally go for. It's a really subtle difference, but it does make the overall fit and style of a jumper feel quite different. And what I like about it is it's quite nice to see gold jewellery, or whatever necklaces you wear, sat on your chest, on your skin, as opposed to over a knit. And it makes it feel like slightly more of an evening piece, maybe going into the winter, just because you've just got a tiny bit of skin on show on the chest. Other than that, the shape, the length, the size is everything that I love in a jumper. A boxy fit, nice long through the sleeves, not too long in the body, because I find those harder to style with jeans especially. It's just such a great knit. But then that neckline was the slight thing that made it different, which I hope demonstrates the point that I was just trying to badly explain. Anyway, I got this in a extra small, and it fits really oversized, and the colour is great, the shape is great, the texture is great, everything is great. I haven't washed it yet, I've only worn it once, but I do really like it. So, 2 more knits. Sleeveless knits are having a moment. Some of you guys might remember I bought that really big oversized one in Japan last winter, and then never could manage to wear it because it was just so big. And I loved it and wanted to wear it, and every time I put it on I was just like, it's just so big. So having learnt from that mistake, I bought myself this one from COS, which I really love. I bought this probably about 4 weeks ago now, maybe. It's navy blue, another colour that I'm passionate about, and it has these sort of mesh panels in it of different, it's going to be quite hard for me to show you, but as you can see here, it's a really light mesh. Then here over the boobs is a thicker one, so you're fine to not wear a bra with it. It looks quite see-through there, but it's not. And then a thin panel underneath of the light mesh again, and then a bit of a ribbed section, and then another ribbed section at the bottom. And it just fits great, it just looks great. It's been so nice to wear through these transitional days, although it's getting warmer again in London. But yeah, I've just been finding it really versatile and really lovely. So that's from COS, and it's a lot more slim fitting than the Japan one that I had, and a lot more flashing over the shoulders. It was the Japan one, and it just how big it was here. I just couldn't get on board with it. But then I did get a slightly more oversized one as well. This one was sent to me from Filippa K, a brand which I just increasingly love. Now this is bigger on the shoulders, but is more like a drop shoulder, so it doesn't feel like, oh, what am I trying to think of? There's like some sci-fi character and they always wear big pointy shoulders, but I can't think what they're called, and that's anyway what I felt like in it. Whereas this Filippa K one drops through the shoulders. It's got a V-neck, so it's quite different to the COS one. And I wore it with a white t-shirt. I've only worn it once actually. I wore it with a white t-shirt underneath. I think it would look great with a white shirt, black t-shirt. Looks great on its own as well. And the only thing about wearing it on its own, it's got very big armpit holes. So you feel, I felt quite like there was quite a bit of side boob going on. Like even if you wore a bra, if you were out and you like leant forward over a table, the person next to you would probably get a view through the jumper entirely. Does that make sense? just because of the big armpit holes, which is why I wore a t-shirt under it, and I think I'll probably continue to mostly style it this way. I got this in a size small. It's a lovely dark charcoal grey, and it's a really oversized fit, so definitely don't size up because it's big. It comes up nice and big. As always with Filippa K, gorgeous quality. And while we're talking about Filippa K, let's stay on it for one more moment. This is just come out of the wash, which is why it's so crinkly. But it's a white shirt. I feel like everyone needs 3 styles of white shirts in their wardrobe, potentially 4. A silk one, which I don't have, a linen one, which I have from Uniqlo, a very thick, heavy cotton one, which I have from Gap Men's, and then a lightweight cotton one, which I had from Under the Stories. But I don't know what I got on it. It actually looked like blood, which was really disconcerting because I don't know what I did. On the back, it was almost like a little mark where if you'd scratched a spot on your back and then it bled onto the shirt. That's gross. But I don't know if it was that. And I just hadn't been able to get it out. So when Filippa K, because they sent me that jumper, they sent through their new lookbook, this shirt was on it too, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to get myself a new lightweight cotton shirt. So I got this in a size 36. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I wore it the other night out for drinks with a friend, and it's just perfect. Like the way it sits on the body, the stiffness of the collar, the cuffs. I'm gonna have to iron this when I show you it on so that you really get a good idea for it, but the cuffs are just beautiful. I'm not gonna be able to get it across on camera just how good this shirt is. It's just the most perfect plain white shirt. If you're in the market for one, I recommend this wholeheartedly. Nice oversized fit, not fitted at all, but also not really manly or, you know, not as big as my Uniqlo linen one or anything like that. It's just a really great fit. Good length through the sleeves, good amount of structuredness, good amount of structure through the collar and the cuffs and things like that, which make it feel quite smart and quite like a dress shirt, but then the baggy fit takes away from that a bit. It's just perfect. So yeah, that was Filippa K. Again, they just have so many beautiful things at the moment. Their winter coats, I think that's going to be my place for a winter coat because they're so good. Speaking of coats, we're about to have a heat wave in London again, which I am claiming full responsibility for, so you all should write to me and say thank you, because had I not bought a coat that I was really excited to be able to wear, the weather would probably have stayed shit. But because I went and bought a coat that I now really want to wear, we're going to have a heat wave, which is just the way things work. I am relatively confident that I control the weather with my shopping habits. So I got this in Uniqlo the other day. I went to Stratford, Westfield, because I have a car with BMW at the moment, and one of my joys when I have a car is going to a supermarket and doing a big shop. This is really boring, and so I went to Westfield basically, which isn't somewhere I'd normally go, just because it is hell on earth. Like, I went on a weekend and it was hell on earth. But I went to Uniqlo and just saw this one lonely jacket on a rail by itself and thought, you're coming home with me. It's from, I'm going to say this wrong, Inés de la Fressange. I'm sure you don't say it. In de la Fressange. It's by a collaboration that Uniqlo do all the time, which I've read this so many times but never actually tried to say it out loud. I got this in a large, which I think is key. If it's not in a large, like on the website, not to be rude, it looks pretty shit, because it's kind of really tight and just not that nice on the website. So definitely size up considerably. It's in this really nice kind of, well, beige. It's not kind of beige, it is beige. A blonde sort of a colour, I would say. And it's a COS jacket. It's very padded, which again is why we're having a heat wave, because it's hot and sweaty. I've been trying to wear it despite the odds and just overheating every day. But it's just so good. I'm so sick of blazers. Like, I just don't enjoy wearing blazers at the moment at all. And so I feel like my jacket section of my wardrobe is seriously lacking. But I also don't know what I want, or I haven't seen the perfect jacket that kind of is smart, but it's not a blazer. It's not like a work jacket, it's not a leather jacket, it's not a denim jacket. It's possibly a wool jacket, but it can't be too long and it can't be too short. And there's so much going on in this jacket that I'm imagining up. I of course did find it on the row for just under £2,000. so that was upsetting. But this isn't the jacket that I have in mind. Whenever I find that jacket, you'll all be the first to know. But this is a great jacket if, like me, you're feeling a bit sick of blazers. A good one for before it's coat weather, but not when it's about to be 30 degrees all weekend. So yeah, this is Uniqlo, and I'm really, really pleased with it. But I think the key is going a few sizes up because, like I said, not wild about how it looks on the website. And finally, actually no, I've got 2 pairs of shoes to show you after this. This is something I've had in my wardrobe for about 2 months and have been desperate to wear. Lindsay and I were meant to be on holiday as we speak. We were meant to be going to Crete for a week, and then Crete was added onto the list where it's deemed not safe to travel from the UK and you have to quarantine, so we cancelled our trip. And I'm kind of given up hope of a holiday, which I think lots of people will have come to terms with as well this summer. But I had been sent this dress from COS, which I've been desperate to wear, and it's one of those pieces that for me I would only wear on holiday because for some reason I wouldn't feel confident enough to wear it around London. Don't ask me what the psychology behind that is because it doesn't make much sense to me either. But this was going to be like my dream holiday evening dress. And I wanted to show you all because if any of you are going on holiday or don't have that weird psychology going on and you could wear it wherever you live, then it's a beautiful, beautiful dress. It also comes in black, which would probably maybe be, I should have got the black and maybe would have felt better wearing it around London. But the white is just so gorgeous. It is this straight across, spaghetti strapped, lower at the back, midi dress. You're not going to be able to get a sense of it at all apart from in the cutaway. It's quite like a heavy ribbed fabric. What fabric is it? Viscose and polyamide, which if someone's reading that to me, would mean nothing to me. It's stretchy and it's thick and it's heavy and it's ribbed is what I want to tell you. And it's just such a gorgeous dress. As you can see, it's still got tags on and everything because I just haven't had a chance to wear it. But I love it. One day I'm sure I'll get to wear it, and I wanted to mention it in this video because I've been holding on for its debut for so long, and it doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon. So that was from COS, and that was sent to me from the brand as well. And I've got 2 pairs of shoes to share with you. Part of my Groundhog Day with outfits is that I have lived in about 4 pairs of shoes over the summer, which maybe doesn't sound like that many. Sorry, no, that maybe sounds like quite a lot is what I was trying to say. But I just have been wearing the same shoes every single day. It's been repetitive is what it's been. And one of those were my Muji trainers. I repurchased them the other week because I walked through cow shit when I was up north. If you watch my vlogs, you'll have seen all that. So I bought some new ones, but I also got myself some more exciting trainers, which are the Nike Killshot. I'm going to link them in the description box because they're like Killshot OG 0.64 blah, 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 some long name which no one remembers. They are these and I love them. They're really retro feeling. They have mesh all along here and then a leather swoosh, a slightly kind of peachy coloured tongue, which is an interesting detail, which is very squishy. They are comfortable, except they come so far at the back of your heel, and this is quite stiff, that has been rubbing the back of my heel quite high up. So I think it's going to take a few wears to soften that in. I'm confident they will soften in, but just bear that in mind. Get some plasters the first time you wear them up here. I got them in a 7, which is my normal size, and I really, really, really love them. Even though they're still mostly white, the difference in the shape, the fact they're not a canvas trainer, makes them feel quite different to wear, and I've been enjoying wearing them but been finding it quite hard, which is mad because it's not like this is a standout piece. It's still so like in line with my style, really classic, but it's just the slight differences in shape and everything that whenever I put them on I'm like, oh, this feels so different, but in a positive way. It's just been taking me a while to get to grips with them. So yeah, I'm really pleased with them. I bought them from Sneakers and stuff in Shoreditch. They have them on their website, which is where I'll link them from, but just search around online for them. I'll write in the description box their full name so that if you just want to try find them somewhere else, you can do that. So that was those. And finally, I was sent these from the Outnet, which is very exciting because it's very fancy. They are some back colour slip-on shoes from the Row. This is the first pair of shoes I have from the Row. I love the the ones that lots of people have. They're the black leather, like caged, I'm doing such a bad job of describing them, It's like a brogue but caged, so it's like this, and it's got the bit down the toe. You will have seen them. I'll link them in the description box, and if you click on it you'll see them. If you click on it you'll also see that they're like 950 quid or something, and I love them, but I've just never brought myself to spend that much money because I don't know that they're a forever piece. These are slightly reminiscent in that this is the exact style of the way it's got the big thing down the middle basically, but that's where the similarities end. And yeah, I saw these on the outnet and they sent me them, and they're really comfortable. I've worn them a couple of times already, and I just thought a really nice transitional shoe, look really good with jeans. I wore these, my dark denim weekday Seattle jeans and that Filippa K shirt out for a glass of wine the other night, and it was so simple but I felt so nice in it. And these have like a snakeskin effect on them, and they just feel really smart and really chic. So these are going to be a pair of shoes that I owned quite a lot to go out for evenings in London. You know, I'm always like walking to wherever I'm going, so like heels are kind of not part of my wardrobe anymore for that reason. So something like this is the perfect evening shoe. Look great with jeans, look great with tailored trousers. Just so pleased with them. I got them in a 40, which is my normal size, and they fit perfectly. So huge thank you to the outlet for sending me these. And that concludes this haul. Whew, I feel like I spoke a lot there. I have got some other new bits and bobs as well actually, which I'll show you like throughout the vlogs once I've worn them a bit more. But these are all the pieces that I have, that except the COS dress, that I have been wearing, that I really wanted to recommend to you guys as well. The COS dress I just wanted to include because when am I ever going to get to show you it at this rate? But yes, everything will be linked down in the description box, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I know hauls aren't really part of my channel anymore, and they're not really something that I want to be regularly doing, nor do I want to continue to make a habit of having this much new stuff. But at the moment I just felt excited about it all, and like it would be something that would be nice to share with you guys. So I hope you have enjoyed. Links for everything will be in the description box, and I'll see you in the next one.